I'm stupid, right? So I can only tell you what my brain is feeling. I have no concept of like art, animation. I don't know any of that, right? So I can't be like, you know, oh, it's actually because, you know, in Street Fighter 6, they use the squash and stretch animation principle or something. I have no idea, right? But all I can tell you is that for some reason, like my stupid animal brain, my dumb, like, you know, glue-eating grappler brain, this just doesn't hit the same way that Geef's or Ladivas does. Like, if I go in here, right, and I just SPD a dude, and we're comparing like OD SPDs to OD SPDs, okay? So like if I walk in here and I do something like this, right? Yeah, I don't know what it is, but like it's got like the audio impact is similar, I think, but it's like the debris, right? It's like he literally like all this like debris that launches, maybe even like the way he pushes you off of him, right? The voice line definitely hits a little harder too, comparatively. Right? Am I being too hard on Tizoc? Am I being... Hold on. What the fuck is going on? Oh, I'm joining the Granblue Discord? What is happening? Okay, let me get into training mode, because Granblue is not behaving. Granblue is pretending that it is the alt-tabbed in version, even when it's not. So hold on, let's get into training mode in Granblue right here. So I can't damage myself too much. But I don't know what it is. Like, maybe I'm being too harsh on Tizoc. It's very possible. Oh, it's not. Oh, it actually can't read my inputs at all. Okay, hold on. We'll look at the Ladiva and the Geef ones, and I'll go again. Even something about even just like that, like even like the actual moment of contact when they get the grab, I feel like there's a bit more close up with Geefs when landing. Yeah, like even like something about the actual grab with Ladiva too, like this like little like maybe it's the sound of like the EX flashing as well. But it's like there's like a grab noise. There's like a I got you. You know what I mean? Like you hear that? Like a like even this. And yeah, she goes real high up. She slams you down. There's like, you know, the little effects and all of that. But yeah, like even like that, I think makes it feel pretty satisfying. It's the speed too. Yeah, right. Like I mean, this is to be fair. Like this is a little unfair. It's just 2 command grabs in 1 basically. It's like Ladiva is cheating a little bit here. Like yeah, like this to me, like it doesn't do more damage than Tizoc's grab, but it just feels so good. I don't know what it is, right? In a way that like his EX just doesn't do for me. I'm not sure, right? I mean, there's a lot more particle effects. It's like an anime animation styles. It's a little unfair. There's a lot more like particle effects and shit like that going on, and she's spinning around and she's twirling and she's, you know, pink and orange and blue and green. So like fine. Yeah, like even Geef, who's a little bit more Geef's a little bit like more realistic, right? I mean, besides the jump, like he jumps up. Like I think the angle on Geef's too, like you're directly beneath them like this. He jumps up super high, and then all the debris. The voice line for Geef's is probably the best of all the 3. You talk to a lady, it's what you deserve. Yeah. It's like I don't know what it is. Like this feels more satisfying to me, right? Like when so let's close both of these out so that City of the Wolves can hopefully read my inputs again. It might have just gotten confused and died. Hold on. The Geef SPD and the Ladiva SPD are like fresh in our minds, right? We just saw them.
No holding back.
I don't know. So now with that, when I have that context, am I being too harsh on Tizoc, or is it actually a little bit less satisfying? Let's see. So if I walk up here and I do this, it's got a similar angle to like it does the same thing where like, you know, it closes up and then it's kind of beneath. It's very similar to how Geef's is framed, right? I mean, I don't. Is it the art style? Something. I'm not sure. Is it the arts? Something about it. I'm just not getting necessarily the same. Because now that I think about it, like I was just saying, like, you know, like Geef jumps off of you powerfully. He like bounds off like that, right? I guess like visual explosion on impact. I guess so. But is that really all? Like is that? I'm stupid, right? So I can only tell you what my brain is feeling. I have no concept of like art, animation. I don't know any of that, right? So I can't be like, you know, oh, it's actually because, you know, in Street Fighter 6, they use the squash and stretch animation principle or something. I have no idea, right? But all I can tell you is that for some reason, like my stupid animal brain, my dumb, like, you know, glue-eating grappler brain, this just doesn't hit the same way that Geef's or Ladiva's does. Yeah, like a big explosion of debris is certainly one thing. Like, for example, like that little explosion, I mean, that's a similar thing to what shows up on Ladiva SPDs, right? I don't know. I don't know what it is. Like, it's possible that I'm just like, it's possible that this is like unfamiliar to me. You know, it's like when you get like a new anime opening in a show that you've been watching, and then, you know, it's just like it's not the thing that you're used to, so you're like, I don't like this one. But then, like, as you see it more and more, maybe it starts growing on you. It's very possible that that is also the case, but I don't know. Like, the audio design seems similar, like the visual, like the angle they're taking is very similar to Geef's. I mean, the impact is certainly less inspiring. The voice line is less inspiring, but is that really... Is that why it feels so big, such a big difference in my head? I have no idea. I have no idea. I mean, Ladiva is definitely to an extent some bias, but then why do I feel the same? Then yeah, I mean, I might make this into like a little like 6-minute video actually. Just like, I feel like Ladiva and Geef have more visual splash on impact. Maybe, yeah, maybe. I might make this into like a little, like a tiny video. Just be like, hey, like, you know, is it just me or does Tizoc lack the same kind of dopamine, right? And like, again, it's not a mechanical thing at all. Again, mechanically, of those 3 grabs, his is probably, it's not bad. No, it's not horrible. It's not like I'm like, get it off my screen. But I'm not getting the same, like, you know, the monkey with the brain, like, X-ray. It's like the neuron activation. I'm not getting the same neuron activation as I do normally. And again, I think it's not at all mechanical, right? Because mechanically, his command grab might be the best of the 3. It's the small, well, it's about the same size as Ladiva's EX SPD, right? But it does a similar amount of damage, percentage of the health-wise, and he gets real Oki off it, even in the mid-screen. So, it feels like something is missing? Yeah. I have no... I'm too stupid to put my finger on what it actually is, but... Like, he can loop this. This feels great to do, like, mechanically, that he can just loop his SPD into itself like that. For that huge damage mid-screen, right? Geef can't do that. Ladiva can only do that in the corner. So, like, it feels, like, mechanically strong, but... I don't know. I'll think about it some more, but for now, just, yeah, I agree. It feels like something's missing. What makes a grappler truly satisfying? Yeah. If the impact sounds a bit louder, maybe. It's a real conundrum, man. Tizoc's fun though. Like, from what we've played so far, like, I've been having a good time playing him and like labbing him mostly, but also a little bit we played in the beta. Like, he's fun. It's just, I don't know what it is about his exact. I mean, I'll tell you one thing also, if we're talking about it. His 720 doesn't hit. I mean, Geef's is like, you know, like, I think Geef and Ladiva have. Also, I'm really bad at 720, so give me a sec. There you go. Is that gonna connect? Oh, that's the wrong fucking super. No wonder it wasn't working. Wait. I'm really bad at this. You're gonna have to hear SPG a couple times. Give me a sec. All right. Yeah, okay. Never mind. I lied. Actually, you know what? No, you're gonna have to deal with it. I'm sorry. I'm really bad at 720 in this video game. There you go. Like, how does this compare? I mean, that... Okay, I'll tell you what. That is, like, not... I feel like that's, like, significantly worse than, like, Geef's level 3. And then it breaks the audio. If they keep the audio glitch in the full game, then I think it's actually pretty funny, right? It's a pretty satisfying grab if it keeps, like, again, it literally sounds like the audio glitches in the end there. SPG. Right, like, the fucking audio glitch that it puts in there at the end, that makes it, like, weirdly a lot more satisfying. Like, that doesn't sound right. That sounds like whatever, like, whoever mixed that, like something is glitching there. SPG! Yeah, but like, you know, it sounds wrong, but it makes it a lot funnier, in my opinion. And so, I will say, this thing, I'm not so... I like the pose. Honestly, like, my favorite part of this might be, like, this pose into... Something about this motion of him doing the front flip into the, that kick there. Actually, it looks really nice and smooth. But this as, like, the ending frame? I don't know. Right? Like, because this is, like, this is his equivalent to, like, his critical art, right? This is the CA. And, like, the triangle's super cool. The end, I feel like, you know... It's cool, right? But why is it? I don't know. The fact that it's like a submission move instead of like a slam. Again, this is just the animalistic part of my brain. Like he took you so high in the air, right? Like look at how high in the air you are. Think of how hard he could slam you back into the ground right here, chat. You know what I mean? Like you're fucking amusement park heights up here. Think about just how hard he could like turn you into a fucking crater on the ground if he wanted to. But it feels like all of this buildup kind of does that, and you just kind of, you know, like fall back down to the ground. I don't know. They ended off in a slam BP. Yeah, like something about like Tizoc is just not. hitting quite the same way, right? Despite, like, fun, yes, but, like, you know, weak communist tornado, yeah. I mean, Geef CA is something else. I mean, Ladiva is, again, a little bit of cheating just because it's not, you know, it's not like a big slam or anything like that, but it's, like, very just, like, the ref coming in and shit. But Zangief would never, indeed. I want to play Tizoc, but I don't want to play City of the Wolves, damn. Yeah, man, I don't know. I had a fun time. But there are definitely, there's, you know, as a dumb, stupid idiot head, like, just the dopamine of doing the grappler shit is very important, and it's not missing with Tizoc, but it feels lessened, certainly, right? It feels lessened.
Not done yet.